Going to look at the laboratory reports that we have here in the Materials Inspections and Evaluation dashboard. Again, a little blurb at the top with a brief explanation, but we'll go through them all. First one here is test turnaround time. This is a report that's based on when the goals and the evaluation number here is based on from the time the sample was received until the date that it was reported back into MAC is what we're looking at here. So this can be filtered again by district, by specific labs, over date range, by test method, by sample level, QC, VT, by a specific contract, and then by a specific project. Set up because if we just do by managing district, then that excludes the turnpike. And so we wanted to put in the contract level so we could go out and see how these laboratories are performing on specific contracts for the different districts. So again, here on the left, you'll see within this report, there are a number of tabs that exist to look at different things. So this report gives you two options. You can look at network days. That's going to exclude weekends and holidays. And then straight days includes those values. So, on a network days report, if sampled on Thursday and reported on Monday, that's just going to be 2 days, Friday and Monday. If it's on the straight days report, that same situation would be 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So depending on how you want to evaluate or look at how those things get turned around, there's two options there, network and straight days. And then we have some graphics here to look at these things as well. So again, network days versus straight days. And it kind of gives you an idea of the breakdown of the number of times that these results were reported by test method, by laboratory, and then by days. So you'll see here, for the vast majority, if we just look at T180, District 2, you can see here by laboratory, the majority of the time, this particular lab reports results in 3 days for T180s. But we do have some that stretch out here. This lab had 9 instances of reporting after 12 days. So things to look at and go back when we're evaluating not only our VT, but also our QC laboratories. So test turnaround time is there. And again, there are a number of tabs within that report to evaluate. And we've tried to give as many options to filter down to look at the specifics as you can. So again, click on the production facility at the top, and that takes us back to the dashboard. We can close that. Our next report is active labs inspected. This is a report that used to go out quarterly from state materials. Now it just exists here, so you can look anytime. This is the percentage of labs that have been inspected that are currently active in each district over a time period. So again, this usually happens over a fiscal year. We can go in and look and see how many of the labs that need to be inspected have been completed. So statewide, so far this year, we're at 62% of all the labs. But again, you can filter that out by a specific district or over any given date range, whether the labs were inspected for the fiscal year during that time period. And then this is just a table format for that same report. So we'll go back to production facilities. And our last report, failed and non-comparison samples. This is a report that is broken down by laboratory for the number of samples that they have had failing test results or did not compare within those comparison packages that are built in MAC. So you can, again, filter by district and date range. Just a graphic here and then the table. And so again, you can see, if the number is passed and the number of samples that failed. If we look on the table, you can click in and this will give us some more detailed information as to what specific tests were that failed. So 1231, 2 instances of failed, that was both of their failures, came on that specific test method. Same thing for the non-comparison. If you dig in here, 3 instances where they did not compare, and this happened to be all 3 test methods did not compare. There. So again, for our inspectors in the field and the districts going around. You've got an idea of maybe which test methods to look at or what to evaluate equipment-wise based on how they're performing, either failing test methods or not comparing in those comparison packages. And those are the current reports we have for evaluating laboratories. Thank you.